Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got a really fun, classic, holiday, Christmassy sort of a look for y'all today. So it is glittery, it is sparkly, it is just bright and fun, and I love it. Classic red lip, kind of a reddish sort of a cheek, and just a happy look. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing together on camera today. If you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do get ready with me's, favorites, new at the drugstore videos, some fashion content, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this look together today on camera. So if you wanna see how to get it, just keep watching. Okay, so I already applied some moisturizer and some primer. I used the Elta MD Skincare UV Daily Broad Spectrum SPF 40 Moisturizing Facial Sunscreen, and then the Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer in the Mattify version. So I have that on. So now for some foundation. I am going to use the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream, my favorite for so long. I love this. I'm gonna do a little combo of fair and light. Now I'm gonna apply some eyeshadow primer, and then while that sets, fill in my brows. I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer and then the Maybelline Total Temptation brow definer in 300 Blonde. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, now for the eyes, I'm going to use this Nothing But Neutrals palette from Laura Geller. This is so pretty. Several of these things were sent to me as PR, so check down below. I mark it with a little asterisk so you can tell what was sent to me as PR. And this is one of those items. So I'm going to start with Win and set my eyeshadow primer with this. There is a gnat flying around. How wonderful. Now I take a little mix of Cyclone and Bark. Cyclone and Bark, those shades right there. Just using a blending brush, and I'm gonna put this in my crease and transition area and build up this color. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Sigma Ambiance palette, and I'm gonna take some of Luster, this shade right here, on a smaller brush. And I need some setting spray. I'm gonna use this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I'm just going to spray my brush a little bit too. I mean, this is still metallic and beautiful, but I really want it to be super metallic. I'm putting this kind of all over the lid, but really concentrating it on the inner half or so. I'm going to take some of Candlelight, this one right here, on that same brush, and put some of that kind of on the outer half of my lid. Still want it to be metallic, but just a little bit darker than that shade I used on the inner half of my lid. I'm not really sure why I'm doing this while holding my palette. That makes it more difficult. I want to get a little bit more iciness on my lid because I'm going to put some glitter on top of that. So I'm going to get the Laura Geller palette again and some of Hail on a smaller kind of pencil type of a brush. This is a Moda Detail brush. I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. And put this right on the inner part of my lid. I'm kind of lightly, I don't know what the word would be, sweeping this over the inner part of my lid just for a little bit more of an icy kind of a tone. Had to change my battery real quick. Okay, so now I want to add some shimmer, some fun little glitter on my eyes. So I grabbed a few different options. Didn't grab this one, but I just thought of this. The e.l.f. liquid shadows, or the glitter shadows, are amazing. I love those. The MAC Reflex glitter are beautiful. This one is Reflex Pearl. I think I might use a little bit of this one on my face. We'll see. This is the Lemonhead LA Space Jam in White Rabbit. This is a thicker sort of a glitter. It's like a glitter in a gel, but these are beautiful. But I think I'm going to use the Eye Candy glitter in Winter Wonderland. Nope, that's the wrong color. I'm going to use, because I think that was limited edition, Marshmallow Sugar. That's what I'm going to use. But I love them all, really. I've used many ones from Eye Candy, and I really enjoy their glitters. and they're tiny. You use so little of them, you don't need a huge container. So I'm going to use their liquid sugar, which is kind of like their glitter glue, but you could use a glitter glue. NYX has a great one. Here is that one. Too Faced has one, so just some kind of a glitter glue or glitter shimmer adhesive. Get something like that. I'm getting some of this liquid sugar on my brush, and then this glitter adhesive, and then I'm going to take some of the glitter and get it on my brush. Okay, so I have taken some of the liquid sugar, and now I'm getting some of that glitter on my brush. And I'm just going to tap this on my lids. You want your brush kind of damp with the product, with the liquid sugar, but you don't want it like sopping wet with it. Keep your eyes kind of looking down while it dries. That's a good tip too. Just for fun, I'm also going to use some of my MAC Reflex Pearl on my lids. This is so beautiful. I don't know what my external hard drive is doing. If you hear like computery noises in the background, it's just like making weird sounds. Who knows? It has a mind of its own. I'm still using that liquid sugar for this, by the way. Okay, for a liner, if you want a more crisp line, you could definitely use a liquid liner, but I'm just going to use some pencil liners because I don't mind just a slightly more smudgy look. I'm going to use a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last Longwear Eye Pencil. This is in bronze, and then the Rimmel Scandaleyes in black. Gonna mostly use this one, but maybe a little bit of this. Now for mascara, I'm gonna use my favorite, the IT Cosmetics Superhero. So this is gonna take me a little bit because I apply a lot of it. So I'm gonna apply this and I'll be right back. It's amazing how just applying mascara and then kind of cleaning up the under eyes, it instantly makes the eye look better. Pretty much every time I'm doing my makeup, I get to a point where I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about this eye look. But then once I get the mascara, liner, under eyes starting to clean that up, it just kind of all starts to come together. So I'm going to continue to clean up my under eyes. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. I use it in, this is Fair Light Neutral. Sometimes light works better for me, but this is what I have with me right now. So I'm going to apply a very, very small amount of this because a little bit goes a really long way with this concealer. I'm going to use a little bit of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the Brightener shade. It's kind of more of a pinky tone, and I'm just going to use this with my finger and apply a little bit of this under my eyes to kind of give a more pinky tone. I like more of a pinky tone under my eyes, not a yellowy tone for me personally in my skin tone. I just noticed I want to clean up my brow bone a little bit. I'm going to use that same Wind shade from the Laura Geller palette that I initially set my eyeshadow primer with. Just going to clean up my brow bone with that same color. Now I'm going to set my under eyes and my T-zone with the Huda Beauty powder. This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in Cupcake. I love this powder. So just going to get a little bit of this and set my under eyes and my T-zone. This is such a pretty, flattering, smoothing powder. It does have a scent to it, but I actually like the scent. It smells good, and it's not super strong. And for the rest of my face, I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix powder. This has more of a, I'd say, satin matte finish. Okay, for under eyes, you could definitely apply shadow there if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use a little bit of mascara, the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. For cheeks, I want this to be kind of a wintry, Snow White kind of a look, so I'm going to use a pretty kind of reddish sort of a blush. I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Natural Beauty. This is one of my favorite blushes for a kind of reddish sort of a cheek. So I'm going to get some of that on a brush. I'm not going to use any bronzer is my plan. So just going to apply this onto my cheeks. It ends up having this kind of like your chilly sort of a look, like you've been out in the snow or something. So I do love this blush for the winter time and cold months. So cute. For a highlighter, I'm gonna use one of my favorite kind of soft sort of highlighters, the Laura Geller Baked Highlighter in French Vanilla. This is so pretty and just glowy, but not crazy over the top. So just applying this to my cheekbones. I'm probably gonna go back in with a little bit of my blush too. So fun. Sometimes I do that where I apply my highlighter and then I go back in with a little bit of my blush. Just kind of helps to blend the two, kind of making it more seamless look. I want a little glow on the inner corners of my eyes, so I'm going to take that same Hail shade that we used on the lid and just put some of this on the inner corners of my eyes. I love that inner corner pop. I know some people like that look, some people don't, so it's up to you if you want to do that or not. I like it. I think it just kind of draws attention to the eyes. Now just for fun, I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on my cheekbones just because I think that's fun. I'm going to use the Lemonhead LA Space Jam in White Rabbit. This is kind of a, I don't know, like a sugar plum fairy sort of a glitter combo, and it's in a gel, so it's kind of like a all-in-one. And I'm just going to dab some of this up on my cheekbones. My rings are making noise. See, it's just fun. You don't have to do this, but I love it. It's really easy to apply and then also remove because it's in this gel. So it's like it's got a self-adhesive, but then if you want to remove some of it, just wait for it to dry and then use a spoolie and it'll just like flick right off. But it stays on really well otherwise. Good stuff. I think that's so fun. Then for lips, I'm going to do a classic red lips. I'm going to use the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in True Red. And then the Persona Liquid Lip in Holy Grail Matte. This is a beautiful classic red. Okay, you guys, so here is the finished look. I really like how it all came together. So I hope that y'all really enjoyed it too. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what some of your go-to classic holiday makeup looks are. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.